I'm adding this section in a few days after actually recording this video. This was supposed to go up yesterday, but me being a genius, I accidentally uninstalled the game, which is a bit of a setback when you're talking 120 gigabytes without a fiber connection. Anyway, I thought I'd just let you all in on my stupidity. Enjoy the video. It is currently Friday morning as I record this. Oblivion for me released on Tuesday afternoon. There are, as of right now, 3 days after released, 438 mods on the Nexus. This right here, this is why the Elder Scrolls has the staying power that it does. You will never find a fan base more dedicated to taking a game they love and just tearing it apart. Just playing God with its insides, and I salute every single one of you. And speaking of communities I'm thankful for, we also just managed to cross over 1,000 subscribers in the same week as the Remaster 2, which is pretty cool. So thank you all very much for all the support. But anyway, you're not here for thank yous, you're here for mods. And today, we're going to go over the mods that address issues I've seen brought up a lot. Issues both big and small. Chances are, there will be something here for you. Oh, and of course, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get started. Let's start off with a simple one. A friend of mine was saying the UI seemed a little too Skyrim-y, and they wished for the classic layout to return. And if you felt similarly, here is the mod for you. Better HUD by Katie's? I don't know, names are hard. Anyway, this brings back that classic layout for a more authentic Oblivion experience. And if you only want the compass changes rather than the status bars, there is a separate download for that too, as well as variations for different resolutions and opacity levels. To complement this for an even more classic look, you can also download Simple Classic HUD by Winter Elpheus to really complete the experience. Next, we have probably my favorite mod on the list, and if you watched my previous Oblivion video, you'll know exactly why. This is Unleveled Item Rewards by TrainWiz, who, if you've been around the Elder Scrolls modding scene for long enough, should be a very familiar name. What this mod does is take every one of those annoying leveled quest rewards and changes them to give you the best possible version of that item. So if you're like me, and you go and get your favorite weapon straight away because you remembered where the quest was, you don't get screwed over by a worse item for the rest of the game. Thank you, TrainWiz. However, another option presents itself. This is auto-upgrade leveled items by the One True Rye. This mod will instead level items as you yourself level up after you've acquired them. Potentially a better option for those worried about balance issues. Now here's one I know some people will appreciate. This is, quite simply, No More Repairing by the JazzCat117. This mod, for all intents and purposes, removes durability from the game, a feature I know many players are not a fan of. And what are mods for, if not tailoring your game to suit your own desires? Now, I actually lied earlier when I said that was my favorite mod, because this is without a doubt the must-have mod right now. This is Donkey by Bob. This is the single greatest thing I have ever seen. Moving on. Next up, we have All Armors Playable by Oblivion 6871. This mod adds some interesting things. It adds the unplayable armor sets, as you might imagine, such as the Knights of Order and Mythic Dawn armors, but also a way to access the Dev Hall, where you can get just about anything you want. I haven't explored these too much, but if it's anything like the original Dev Hall, I'm sure there is some really wacky stuff in there. Next up is something I've seen many people wishing for in the base game. This is Simple Photo Mode by Keizakai. It really just does what it says. It is a simple photo mode. So, rejoice all of you virtual photographers out there. This one is for you. Now, if we're talking issues people have with the game, the biggest one I have seen by far is the color, the saturation, the brownness. And you'll be glad to hear there are a myriad of mods on the Nexus for this, and I might go over those in a separate video, but today I'm just going to tell you about Reshade. Reshade is a piece of software which, along with all of the mods in this video, will be linked in the description. Reshade is what allows these reshading mods to work. This is just sort of a PSA telling you that you'll need it, because not all of the mod descriptions for these reshades will mention it. Hi, this is slightly further along in the timeline, Snowfall here. I've decided to release that reshade video tutorial thing alongside this one, so you can go and watch that right now and find out how to go from your game looking like this to looking like this. Anyway, back to the video. Another complaint I see often are the NPCs constantly trying to greet the player, and just generally being annoying. Luckily, here is the Antisocial NPC mod from UEOP 321. This will, depending on which version you download, either stop this altogether or reduce the radius that it will occur at. And finally, we have Oblivion Quick Start for all of you who don't want to do the entire tutorial every time you start a new character. This is simply a save at the present entrance that you don't have to make manually yourself. Now, of course, you're probably wondering, what about the performance issues? There are a lot of performance mods on the Nexus right now, and I'm sure some of them are excellent, but performance mods are best tested yourself. Different PCs are going to have very different results. I would just recommend sorting by the most endorsed mods and starting from there. But that is it for today. I hope at least one of these mods can help you enjoy your time in the game more, or at the very least put you on the path to doing so. And of course, if you have an issue that hasn't been covered today, be sure to let me know down below, and I'll be back to sort those out too. Oh, and please do share any performance mods that have worked for you. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.